Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 27 of Let's Learn Ageod Civil War II. Where we left off last time, we had just done our moves, so we're at the point here where we're ready to do our production here, our builds. Our river supply and rail points really need to come up. I think we probably ought to do that. Well, obviously we don't have to. You know, we can certainly accept the limitations that we're setting ourselves. That's what I miss it. Here it is. $50,000, 50 war supplies. I'm going to do those for both of these and bring those up each by 25. Oh, the rail pool will increase by 50. We've got plenty of troops, no need to do a draft or premium for volunteers at this point. At some point I could see us needing to rapidly increase the number of troops we have. We have 794 conscript companies sitting in our pool right now, not doing us any good, so it does tend to indicate that maybe we would want to bring some more of these in. Last episode, or last turn, we built some ironclads and a blockade flotilla. I wonder if I want to continue in that vein. Yeah. Well, you know, we just took another loss here. We were just defeated by Johnston at Charlottesville here, so maybe it's time for the government to panic a little bit and raise some more troops. That sounds like a thing. So, back in the east, and we're gonna want to substantially increase the size of this army in any case. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's go with Mid-Atlantic again. Some troops from. Let's see. I don't think we've built large quantities of New Jersey infantry yet. We can have some New Jersey infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of those. Maybe some Delaware infantry here. 1, 2. Whoops. What did we do? Did we run out of something? You cannot build that. It's not part of. Oh, so we built all those. Okay. So what do we have? 7 there. Pennsylvania. Let's build more Pennsylvania guys. Maybe I'm in Harrisburg. We'll build 2 of those. And then let's think about building some artillery. Gatling guns. I don't really see a great deal of use for those. Well, I'm sure they're useful, but not my thing. Well, let's start building some in New York. We build, or maybe Pennsylvania, a little closer. Let's build some Parrott rifles here. 22 war supply in Lancaster. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe some Maryland. Trenton up here. Baltimore. Now this turned yellow here, so I assume that means that the build capability of this region has been reaching nearly the end at this for this turn. So that's that what was those called? Let's see if I can recall. The land construction capacity. So presumably we were near to exhausting that for the turn. We do have a little bit of money and quite a few troops left. We used up all our war supplies for the turn. Let's see if there was any special units that we should have built now that I've used everything up. I don't think so. I think it would be of some value to have a medical company, pontoons, and an engineer in all of our main forces. Supply, I should have built more supply. I think maybe next turn we'll have a turn of just building a bunch of supply. Do our decisions. martial law. We still can do some things over here. Things are looking pretty good from that standpoint, though. Port tobacco is a little low, but I don't think it really matters a great deal. We'll let them stay in their homes. Harper's Ferry, I'm going to try to do that again. And maybe Frederick, Maryland. Since these are part of our supply line, I think there's probably some value to increasing the loyalty in those places. Not sure. 66, 55. I'm going to do one out here in Los Angeles. Telegraph lines. We still have some money left. Maybe St. Louis. We'll bring that up. And Cairo here. We'll build that up. Let's see what else we have here. These sea mines. Let's build them more over here. I don't know when these actually say that they have been done, whether that means they actually damaged anything, or if that's just an indication that that it actually succeeded in whatever it was doing as far as you know, it's got a 50% chance. Maybe that's just a flavor text that said it did do its little 50% chance thing. We'll put that there. Okay. I think that's good enough for these. I'm going to hit save and let's hit the go button. Okay. Went through that pretty quickly. I'm trying to pick up the pace a little bit over what I've done early. I do tend to ramble on about things. What things that we want to keep in mind now is what is Johnston doing? That's my main, and what might be, you know, if they motor something into Fredericksburg, or what Johnston's going to do. That's what I'm kind of keeping an eye on during the portion of the turn that will enable us to watch this. Let's see. Okay, we should be getting pretty close. It looks like it might be taking a little longer than it has in the past. Maybe with the additional forces as we're building them up, it takes a little longer. That would seem reasonable. Okay, here we go. McClellan did not get activated. It looks like Hooker did. Oh, he hit him again. Oh, but with just a small portion. So he moved some portion of his force out. And we really tore up this Hoke's division here. So some portion of Johnston's army came out, and in spite of us being on a avoid combat set up for avoid combat, we smacked this division. I'm sure it's been destroyed. Did we capture him? Yeah, we captured 2,600 troops. Johnston and Hoke were here. So whatever portion of that army that had defeated us last turn had either left the region, or they had were in a separate stack and did not engage in this part of the battle. We did take a good chunk of cohesion hits. Oh, especially this one here, 6th Division. 6th Division looks like what was the primary engage here. But we blew the snot out of the 20th Division. This unit is advancing and has Madisonville under siege. And now that we've pulled out of Fort Craig, this unit's coming out. Oh, what do we have here? Battle for Madisonville. Oh, he did more than take him under siege. He took it over. He wiped out our unit here. Well, maybe not completely wiped out, but probably. And Army of the Potomac. Oh, Army of the Potomac has arrived in Spotsylvania. Which one was that? Oh, didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah, now they're bringing those up. Okay. Yeah, we're way down now. Our cohesion is quite down here. Oh. Oh, Jackson came in with just one division against our 3 divisions. 1, 2, 3 divisions. We inflicted 190 and only took 35 in response. Oh, so we've destroyed this division as well. Bushrod Johnson under Jackson here. Good job, Banks. Quite a bit of cohesion loss. Okay. Oh, this guy came down here. That's... that might be bad. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Yeah. Hooker got smacked. Hooker was... Oh my god. Hooker's division was destroyed. Oh my god. Look, they only inflicted 59 on us. But we lost 284, 7. Oh my god, these guys surrendered in just droves. Oh, that's going to be horrible. Oh, 6,400 of this 8,700 troops we had there. They captured 6,400 of them. So that was, I think, by any measure, an absolute disaster. Oh boy. That was a disaster. I don't remember what I had him on for posture. I thought I had him on I thought I had him on something to have a more limited attack, but Beauregard got up in there and we just got crushed. We got crushed there, so that really sours our victory against Johnston down there to have Hooker be wiped out. We've got here into Kansas. We can start. Oh, Charleston. So he's moving back up now. They're starting to move back up now that the winter is starting to be over. Oh wow. Oh, what are we doing? Did they bring somebody through there? We didn't have sufficient military control to keep them from using those as. From keeping them from using the railroads, perhaps? They didn't stay. Oh, gosh, what was this? Oh, that cavalry unit that we took down there to scout out, they got wiped out by Ben McCulloch's. Oh, here's Price. Price is over here now in Kentucky. That's why we haven't been able to find him. They made him a division commander. That Kentucky cavalry was wiped out to a man. Well, I'm sure they were captured yet. 700 of them were captured. Wow, a lot of action this turn. So that turned out to be poor. One in the Bowling Green there. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, we actually got quite a bit of. We're over 100 morale for the first time. Changes from regional decisions +3, changes from battles 1, changes from options and events 3. Oh my gosh. Hooker wiped out in Fredericksburg. Oh, what is this? Did we capture this? I don't know if we captured that. Maybe we did. The messages will tell us, so let's go through the messages. French intervention in Mexico +3 national morale. French Governor Napoleon III has resolved to intervene militarily in Mexico. A French expeditionary force has landed at Veracruz to take over the country and impose a new ruler upon the Mexicans. And we got 3 morale from that. General War Order number 1. McClellan is active this turn because of General War Order number 1. This is an order where Lincoln basically ordered all forces to go on the offensive at a particular time at the end of February. Well, he's going to be active this turn, so I think he's going to actively retreat is what he's going to do. Okay. The Union has commissioned more rolling stock. Okay, so we've done that, certainly. The Confederacy has done the same, and they're again building armories in Tennessee and Virginia. Buell is up now. Buell is a 3-star general, so he will come down and take command of this force here. So there is that. So we won in Nelson, Virginia, and this was against Johnston. So McClellan won his fight, and Hooker was wiped out. So this puts Berry in a bit of a precarious situation. We're going to have to get them back out of there. Madison militia, so we lost that one. Burnside, Ambrose Burnside was killed in Warren, Virginia. Where's Warren, Virginia? Oh, up here in the valley. Ambrose Burnside was killed in that fight in the valley against Stonewall Jackson. Ouch. Potomac Cavalry. We captured a bunch of... We captured 20 war supplies. We took 4,600 in this battle against Jackson. Wouldn't be surprised if Bushrod Johnson was killed or injured there. Oh, they killed Keyes. Keyes and... oh no. Erasmus Keyes was killed here at this battle, and Hooker was injured. He's recovering in Warsaw back here. Wow. -4 national morale. So we gained 4 national morale in this valley battle, and then here we lost it right back. Wow. Completely wiped out. Keyes was killed, and Hooker was injured, and his entire force wiped out or captured. Primarily captured. Grant detachment engaged something here. Oh, but they immediately retreated, so whatever this thing we saw. Wow. And then we lost this other battle. McCullough. Oh, our cavalry, we moved down here to scout them out. I think we found out what was there. In fact, let's take advantage of the intel we got. There's a division, a regiment here, volunteers, so that's probably a militia regiment, another militia regiment, and then a small brigade here of militia, light infantry and militia. So that's what there's the destruction of this unit. That's the information that bought us. Okay, Thomas issued conflicting orders and reverted to a defensive stance. Well, he was just... oh, I guess we moved down there. What's our military control here is at 100%. 100% back here. 50% over here. So we can go after Bowling Green. We are going to have to go across the river to do it. We're going to have to wait till we get Buell down here so that we can get rid of this command penalty, because Thomas does not have sufficient rank to be controlling this level of force. Hunter reverted to a defensive stance here. So it looks like we're besieging Hardee's Station. They've brought in a force down here in Chatham, Georgia, led by General McGowan, or McCown, looks like. He's a 1-star general, a brigadier general. Also here, CSA detachment, 3 units, power 70. So about probably real sufficient to, or equivalent to a division as well. I think we do not have sufficient force here to be doing what we're doing. I think I probably should back up from Hardee's Station. Look, we've got lots of supply back here now, 311. I think we need to just hunker down here and bring another division down here. I think that's what I need to do. Northeastern Virginia Army, Florida Squadron, Lion Force suffered 2 hits from exhaustion and wear and tear. That's not too bad. Madison Militia is active in Henderson, Kentucky. Oh, they were at it. They did manage to get activated. There they are. Barry's detachment suffered a little bit. Potomac Cavalry has arrived. Potomac suffered a little bit of stuff. It's just our movement, I guess. Not seeing anything that really jumps out at me. This squadron now, this is that. Oh, he has all of his force that he needs. They've all got here. So he will presumably become active to use here pretty soon. Okay, we do have our depot has been built in Leavenworth. We haven't gone through a supply phase with it yet. Oh, the weather's broke here. Awesome. Just in time. So it hasn't started really building up just yet. Also, we have one in South Santa Fe, New Mexico, so we should see this starting to build up as well. We do see that this force has now started to recover some of its supply, so that's good. Training of the pontooniers is finished. 3rd HQ support in Cairo is finished. Okay. We have repaired a rail line in Barron, Virginia, or Barron, Kentucky. We certainly have. The sea mine was unsuccessful in Pensacola Bay, but it was successful in Savannah Estuary, damaging several ships. Now, whether it actually damaged any ships, I sincerely doubt, because we don't see any that were here. We'll have a little blue dots if there were. But we did gain a national morale from those, I believe. Yeah, those 3 from events. Each of those are going to gain us a national morale. Telegraph lines, our habeas corpuses were unsuccessful. Telegraph line being built here. Started building a depot. Oh, those are our depot builds. Clearing the forests in various places. Copperheads in Floyd, Georgia. Do I care? I don't think I care. The transports have started or delivered 2,900. I believe that was 1,900 before, so that additional capacity certainly helped. 28 war supplies, so definitely has helped in that situation as well. We did capture this supply unit from that division we destroyed. Hooker has been blamed for suffering a defeat. Mansfield has been congratulated. Thomas Marr has been congratulated. Banks has been congratulated. Butterfield has been congratulated. McCall, Runyon. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so we're coming up. We're at late February. Next turn, we're going to be able to form corps. Banks is here in here at Strasbourg. We're besieging that. Slide him over a little bit and see what. Oh, we brought this guy as well. We can see Thomas Jackson's detachment. So that that detachment of Jackson's that was here, that we defeated, has retreated into Strasbourg. So we are besieging them inside the fortifications there. This other force is over here. This is a division under Holmes. Let's see what where can he get to from there. So you can only get to Harper's Ferry from here or here or here. So conceivably this force could come through there. I think we're doing pretty good though. We're coming, or the Army of the Potomac. Again, his actual physical damage is not bad, but his cohesion is down so low. So we're going to continue the retreat to Manassas. In fact, now that we're clear here, let's put him on rail. Well, no, because the reason we didn't rail him in the first place is because it just took so much of our rail capacity. 13 days is fine. What's this? This is our cavalry unit we brought up here. Maybe bring these up. This one actually didn't get wiped out. So things are looking pretty good there. The weather still hasn't broke here. now there's a division here in Kanawha, or Kanawha, however that is pronounced. I think it's pronounced Kanawha if you're from there. Again, I'm hesitant to move those through here during the bad weather, given the rough terrain there. How are we doing on supply in this region? This region has 149 supply. Not bad. Buell, oh, and Gilbert. Buell and Gilbert are going to move down and join with Thomas's force. We don't, how are we doing on supply? Oh, we've used quite a bit of our supply here. I think this force is going to have to fall back. We need to get more supply wagons with this force before we move forward with them. We need to have a better supply situation. So this turn we're going to build supply wagons so that we can support our advances. What do we have here? Just a brigade of regulars. If Madisonville falls, what does that mean? Do I care? I would rather it not fall. It's not a strategic town. But if it falls, it's not going to break my heart, certainly. No. Grant's force is not gaining supply, so he's starting to eat into his. And again, yeah, Sherman here, we needed to get some supply to these guys, some supply wagons, in addition to having a supply system behind them that can start building stuff up. We need to get some supply wagons to these guys to support moving down here now. So I think we need to have each of these forces, not necessarily a division force, but each of the forces that we're going to be taking down into an invasion scenario where we're going down into unfriendly territory. I would like to have 2 to 3 supply wagons for each of those guys. What have we got here? We came down here with Kearny's force, and what do we learn? We learned that there's just a militia unit here. We could sit here and try to besiege these out. I don't want to use my cavalry as an assault type of force. Certainly. This unit is... There doesn't appear to be anything in Poplar Bluff. We've got a detection of 3 on them, which would be enough to tell if something is there or not, I think. Now, the way this detection works, I haven't really explained it. Each unit has a detection value based on various things about it. And I think the regions themselves also add to detection values, and not depending on their loyalty and military control perhaps. And also each unit has a hide value, and basically if your detection value is higher than their hide value, you see them, and then the more it exceeds their value by, the more information you get over them. That's my understanding of how it works. So for instance, this irregular cavalry here has a hide value of 3, so they're fairly stealthy. But we do have a detection value of 3 in Poplar Bluff, which would indicate to me, with my understanding of how this works, that any unit that has a hide value of 3 or less, we would be able to at least see that they were here. So I'm thinking Poplar Bluff doesn't have any troops in it at all. And we're looking here, we do have a detection value of 3 at Springfield, and they do have what's our detection value of 3, so we're able to tell now that they have a detachment here of 4 units with a power of 61. So I think, bringing Lion out the last turn, I think that's going to work well for us. Now we're down to a detection value of 1 here, and we're not really able to tell anything about these other than very roughly what they are, what size they are. We have 1 cavalry unit here. We came down here with this unit to Fort Smith, and we do have, it looks to be about 125 power worth of troops. So that's a not inconsequential force. They certainly could sally forth from this garrison now and do this cavalry unit some serious damage. So I think now that we've identified what's here, I think these guys are going to skedaddle. We do have some irregular cavalry up here. This is just a single regiment. I think if it was a higher force, we would maybe go after these guys. This Kansas militia has arrived here. This was going to be our additional garrison for Lawrence here. We head farther west. We do have some of their militia forces and irregular forces heading north now, possibly going to lose Fort Craig. Now that we've got a bit of resupply here, we may make a dash back down here and see if we can do something to them. This force will arrive in western Arizona. Oh, 30 days. Oh, so it's mud down here now. So that's greatly increased the time it's going to take to get here. And it's also going to greatly increase the amount of cohesion hits we take while doing it. So here's a situation where potentially we can arrive in western Arizona with no cohesion. And potentially this force could rise up here and smack us. I'm not terribly worried about that because it does look like he has a very small force here. So I think we're going to continue moving these guys down. Looks like we're past 30 minutes and then some, so I am going to call this video to a close, and we will start up the next episode with us doing our moves. So I will see you later.